Just watch me now. Just watch me now. I got something for you, a little more for you. You won't believe your eyes. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. I got something for you, a little more for you. You won't believe your eyes. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. From New York to LA, east to the west. Gonna crown me king. I'm the best of the best. Just one look, you're gonna be obsessed. I give it all I got, never any less. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. I got something for you, a little more for you. You won't believe your eyes. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. I got something for you, a little more for you. You won't believe your eyes. Just watch me now. 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 I got something for you, a little more for you. You won't believe your eyes. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. I got something for you, a little more for you. You won't believe your eyes. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. Just watch me now.
Yo, what's up? Okay. Send me the skirmishes link. You shut up. Skirmishes link, Betty. Bitch. No, skirmishes. Oh my god, you idiot. Send me the skirmishes link. Idiot. You shut up. Skirmishes link, Betty. Bitch. No, skirmishes. Oh my god, you idiot. Send me the skirmishes link. Idiot. You shut up. Nope, wrong one. No, again. Actually dumb. You're dumb, Casey. Joking. Casey.
From up here can't beat the view. Just watch me now. Just
Okay, guys, so
I got something for you, a little more for you. You won't believe your eyes.
easy.
Just watch me now. Just watch
Hello there, lads. How are you?
Deadly, yo.
Hello there.
Oh my god. Oh my. Bruh.
Listen,
GG on the PR against fifth. You're mean, joking mode.
GG. GG. I'm eating some food, actually. And it tastes like nothing.
Imagine.
Alright. Now, I believe GMB have rallied so far. I'm going to count very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 16 plus 8. 24, right? 25, 26, 27, 28,
And then
29.
rifles right now have 3, 6, 7. 3,
I feel sad
8,
for them.
9.
I don't want to like say I feel sad for them in like a pitiful way, but I like. No, they're the underdog in most situations. Okay, you Casey's thing, great. Adam abuse? What?
He is BGen. Sir, you cannot. He cannot not amenities. Okay,
I shall become Major General, and I shall kill
OMG.
Kishi.
Move.
Okay, fine. I'll move. I'll move. Fine. You twat. And again, you twat. You absolute twat. Rifles rally. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They rally 10 in respect to GMB's 30. We all know that Rifles have been able to pull off quite a upset against GMB before. We all remember the last season where they went 109, 110. A lot of people thought that Rifles were actually going to win against them. But I think the recent raids that did Rifles win the last raid
Yeah,
that they had?
Crushed them. What did they crush?
The 60s, yeah, pretty close. But having lost so far 2 times in a row, that does a lot to the morale of Regiment, and including also talking about the certain situation that Rifles find themselves in right now. I understand how low morale would then lead to low rallies. Yeah. I am excited to see what Rifles will do with it, though. I think it's a safe bet to say that GMB will win this. However, we'll see how far Rifles can get forward.
I think Rifles can get about, say, 15 kills, maybe. Good estimate.
Maybe. But, we'll see.
Yep.
GMB rally, what, like 30?
29.
29, yeah, exactly. So, in accordance to 10 people, Rifles outnumbered by 19.
I think carriers from Rifles probably Alexander and Turdy.
Yeah. Normally
Man.
Izzy would be in that list too, but
yeah,
sadly, he's gone now. I was nothing to laugh about really, but you get it.
Yeah.
Also, Casey left the VC. Now we can talk about how
that
much
was fancy.
Casey did not leave the VC. Oops, I was gonna say some bad words.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh.
Don't worry
Deadly's
about that.
having orgasm. Deadly's having orgasm, guys.
No, I'm not. No.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I think Rifles will be BA and GMBCA. And heads up, if Rifles uses a musket, they lose immediately.
Well, if we look at last season's scores, it was when Rifles won BA, where GMB demolished them in the first round. But in the second round, where Rifles went CA, they were able to go 109, 110. So we'll see how.
Pull it off. I'm just saying that'd be epic.
A victory is not expected.
Yeah.
However, we'd like to see maybe a bit of an upset.
So let's see who's leading GMB. Marine is leading middle. Panos and I think Panos is leading left side. Majestic's going on middle too. Then on right side, Katie's leading right with Tron.
Going over to Rifles then. I expect their division of forces are going to be a whole lot more mixed up, since I believe GMB is doing a even split.
Yeah, they're doing split even.
So Rifles will have to work off a divide and conquer tactic here.
Yeah.
They need to make sure to rout a enemy squad before GMB can surround them and then just
so there is massacre. 5 people on right side BA. Jarek is leading that middle. Why? How is Turdy on? Okay, Turdy's on the tree.
Why is it? Yeah, go ahead.
I think so. Alexander's leading middle with 5 people, and then left side there's nobody. So let's see.
My suggestion for Rifles in this situation is really to try to hold Fishbowl. I'm no rifle regiment commander, but I've heard multiple times from other rifles colonels, Izzy and Alex, for example, that Fishbowl can reach onto. Fishbowl is incredibly important to B8 team like rifle regiments. Because
Yes, they're
if you
starting.
look, yeah, they're starting. We see now that GMB are past the first fence.
Yep.
And they have a squad of what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people here on left side.
Mhm.
GMB are focusing their troops on right side in
Middle, they
yeah.
have 9 people at middle.
Yeah, they're focusing the troops
Oh,
more
wait,
on
hold on.
middle and
Fireball's
right
middle
side.
too. Okay, so Fireball, Marine, and Majestic are leading middle. Lots of. I think
Yeah.
they're using middle as their advantage.
Yeah,
They
but I don't
yeah.
think that's exactly wise of them.
Hmm.
Yeah, as I said before, holding fishbowl is important because they get cross shots not only on middle but onto left side as well.
So,
But-
Rifles have ruins and it's being contested by GMB right now. Rifles gets
Mhm.
first 2 kills. Nice, nice,
Yep,
nice. Rifles.
showing a bit of divide and conquer there.
Mhm.
GMB are retreating back at middle. What?
That's dumb.
That's a miscalculation.
Miscommunication there.
If we look on CA right side though, it
Yep.
seems as if Skady's moving up. I don't
And there-
think he's gonna put a full flank.
Yeah. BA have no one on left, so
Yeah,
it's
they'll have
kinda-
to force a front line there somehow near the ridges.
Okay,
Although
3 of the
Skady,
kills,
the commander
4 kills.
commander
Wow.
of the little flank there on BA left side, CA right side, is dead. So along with another person. So I think GMB are now stuck there, allowing Rifles to get some kills there on that ridge, actually. But maybe a bit too soon to say that. GMB are now taking middle tents, but I don't know exactly what they're playing
I'll be
too.
real quick. So,
They're playing too passive with their numbers. I get that pushing and then dying isn't fun, but they're playing too passive with their numbers. They must remember that they're going to 75, not to like 10. So they also play a bit more aggressive. If they were to play aggressive and just constantly attack Rifles no matter what, then Rifles are dead. Rifles have proven themselves to be the better skilled regiment. I say that, with a bit of a not unease, I guess. But Rifles have proven themselves to be the better skilled regiment with Rifles, seeing that they've been a rifle regiment for longer and they have more veterans and such. And GMB have proven to have the higher rallies, sure, but not the higher skill, I guess. Rifles are proving themselves so far, pulling a major upset. Maybe it's just something about GMB's playstyle that works well against musket regiments, but not against other rifle regiments. But it's not helping out GMB here just now. My prediction is still that GMB wins this, but let's see how Rifles does this. We see on far left of BA side, we see Daniel R. Nelson. If Daniel R. Nelson, that Rifles Landscoper, could move up, he could start getting some cross shots onto left side ridge on CA, where a lot of GMB are trying to cross shot onto middle or slash right side, but also putting themselves in the open due to that. Now, I'm curious as to what GMB's plan is. They've taken all the major landmarks, but GMB's main plan in these situations most of the time, their general doctrine, is that when they take the free landmarks, ruins, fishbowl, and forest, they generally try to stay back unless it's a very special situation. But it seems to be working for them for now. Rifles has to put themselves in more better cover, because otherwise they're just gonna, kill any chance of them winning. If they can force a GMB to push down, then they might be able to get kills and force a retreat. But I don't know how they would do that. Maybe, well, I do think I know how they would do that. They need to retreat past the river entirely. They need to retreat behind the river. We see here on far right side, Fishbowl, BA theme, far right side. We see one person, the Death Plays 103, GMB Corporal, advancing up, down to the river. We'll see how the Rifleman Rainiho deals with that. Alright. Deathflame misses his shot. A person goes up and tries to kill him. Okay. Yeah, GMB, private presents in the open gets killed by a rifles corporal. I think this is really just a great example of skill versus numbers. I'm not saying that there are, there aren't skilled people on GMB, far from it. But generally, there are more unskilled people in GMB because of their higher rally number. If you have more people, you have more unskilled people. It's a hand-in-hand fact. No. I am saying that truthfully. Regiments that have high rally numbers also have lesser skill, because every regiment has their very incredibly good people, right? Hell, 2nd Infantry, before they were formed into GMB, they had some real good people, like Gunmaster, for example, and Bass 2K was still there, and etc., right? But the higher a rally regiment gets, the more chance there is for bad people. Not bad people, but people who are less skilled
bad.
be in that rally. Yeah, those, Rifles holding out, and GMB have finally taken the lead after, I think, 6 minutes. Rifles have completely retreated past the river on all sides. They don't hold bridge or left side. I think their main plan now is to try to force GMB to push and try to kill them when they do push.
Damn.
And tied again.
Yep.
I think we
Rifles
might
could win this. If they play like this, continue to play like this, it can win.
If they continue playing like this and they never go out of cover ever, then maybe. But I wouldn't know.
So right now, left side has about, let's see, 10 people, probably 10 or more people. Might be able. Yep, they're gonna start pushing. Middle's pushing. Not across the river, just that bridge.
Oh yeah, they're going. Oh yep.
Yep. They want to kill. Rifles take the lead.
I think that's proving your hypothesis, Asuna. If Rifles stay
Firewall
back and allow GMB to
charge.
push, they'll be able to get some kills. But
Majestic and Firewall pushing first. I
main
think
flaw
Rifles
is
could
that
hold-
main flaw with Rifles. Main flaw with Rifles' plan is that even if they shoot everyone who pushes, like they're doing now, basically, they're gonna be out of shots, and the enemy is gonna have more shots and more people than them.
Rifles doing great actually. 11-9, they're winning.
9-11.
Rainy's top. Churdy's top fragging. 3-3. To 2.
Rainy home going 2-0, best KDR.
Rainy left.
Rainy left. Was he kicked?
Yeah.
I don't think he would be kicked.
Yeah.
Log.
Now it's tied 11-11. A bit slow at PR. I mean PR. My bad.
Bits fine.
GMB is winning by 1 point now. 12-11.
Now, you see, I think GB found himself in a position that I think Marines have also found themselves in a position as well, where they find themselves at the little ridges here on the A side river.
I feel like Rifle should push somehow, because they can't like keep holding like this. Not gonna get anything done.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. But we'll see.
Yeah,
what
push
damns
like
them
one side
less.
with a lot of people, and then
Yeah, divide and conquer. Good word. But yeah, I remember Marines have found themselves in this position exactly a lot of times before. What I think is the GMB though has to do is just hold. Since they have rifles, they can shoot a lot farther than muskets. So main thing I would do here with the Marines, for example, if I found myself in this situation, I would have everyone feign a retreat and then ambush people. But GMB doesn't have to do that. GMB doesn't have to do that since they have long range.
Yep.
So I'll have to see how it goes.
And GMB enlistment, the new Master G 4-1 is top fragging.
Interesting.
The new Master G, 149 time, could be suspected of an alt question mark.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows? Who knows? Well, alts. I think alts.
Alts
like
are penalties.
officers.
It's like if you have any alt, it's a penalty. unless it's like for black, like banned from Roblox.
Yeah, I think Houston's an exception, for example. But I don't know many other people who are exceptions. I'm gonna own 5, E673A, 2 and 1.
That's repeated.
We'll see now that with the GMB forces, there are a lot of people who have gone. There are very few people who've gotten a lot of kills, and a lot of people have at least died once. And if you look at rifles, you'll see that everyone, at least like everyone except for 4 people, have at least gotten 1 kill, and maybe a couple deaths. So I think that partially proves my argument.
Bro,
More people, less skilled. General Prevail here on left side. Forrest, he's not doing the best bullet dodge, I would say, moving forward than moving in a circle. I think he's trying to bait shots, but that's quite risky since I don't think GMB is going to push here. He's going to hold. I need to go eat food. I'm going to mute myself for a quick second.
Okay, I guess I'll be just sparing myself. Yeah, so right now GMB is winning 18-14. Marine, Fireball, and Majestic is at middle. And honestly, Rifles could win. It's possible, they just have to do something. They have 7 people on right, most of their forces. And honestly, right now, I think Rifles should push. Just like that. Probably the best. Yeah.
Well, I agree with you there. Sometimes you have the force to push even though you're outnumbered. But I wouldn't know where to start, that's the thing.
Because GMB left side is actually kind of weak right now. Actually, if Rifles did push, and they all miss their shots easily, they can just like push straight ahead. And
well, that might be true for a muscular regiment, but you must remember that these are rifles. They can shoot from. I think if rifles were to do that and do it perfectly, they would also find themselves in a bad position because of the long reloads of the rifle, and because all of GMB would then decide to attack that side. So I think there would be a chance of that attack being successful. Oops, Asuna left. Lol. But if that attack were to be successful, rifles would find themselves in a pretty bad position, I guess. I think rifles are gonna try to get as many kills as possible and the least amount of deaths, because I think everyone here understands that it's partially impossible for rifles to get this one. I think rifles is trying to recreate the 109-110 situation. Where they got a whole lot of respect by getting so close. As I think there's gonna be, I think there's a bit of a stalemate going on here. I don't think really any side is gonna push anytime soon. I don't know about GMB, they might push, but rifles pushing is not. Rifles got a kill. Good. 30 got a kill on. Let me check. Mugwump. Isn't Mugwump in Marines? Oh no, he left. Yeah, this is going to last forever, but like, give them 5 more minutes, Koji. And if they don't, get done by then go ahead and do it. For the time being, I'd like to see how this evolves on just them doing whatever. Yeah, be right back. Also, Case, good fun, mate. You need to make it so you can read the live chats of the streams. By the way, when you're watching like these old videos, you need to do that. Just a thing that you should probably do in the future. Right, I'm back. Seems as if rifles only have one. What the fuck has happened since I went away? GMB have retreated back up to the major landmarks for the most part. Forest, ruins, and fishbowl. And I believe what they want to do is not exactly that they want rifles to push up, but they want rifles to retake their old positions that they had before they pushed across the river. I believe rifles are doing that now. If you'll check on BA middle, for example, or BA left side or BA right side, they've retaken their positions, and I think GMB did a good thing there. Aiden Bill's 20, I think. No, who was it who died? Yeah, Aiden Bill's 09. Recently, he's got killed there on right side. By a GMB person. GMB recruit, I guess. Yeah, I think this is good playing toward GMB's plan. However, I find myself in the situation really thinking, what else would rifles do? If rifles were to hold the position near their spawn, they wouldn't really be able to do anything. So, I'm very interested in as to how this is going to go out. Then, Akeshi, I do suggest that you set in a ride timer. GMB has retreated and rifles have advanced, but there's been no exact decisive action. Alright. I'm not saying I exactly like the idea of these timers. It's just I suggest they do it. I need to. Also, Casey, you need to turn down my volume in streams. I'm so fucking loud. Holy fuck. I'm gonna use deafen myself. Okay. If you'll look toward, okay, I'm just gonna actually wait. All right, I think this is better. If you look toward right side, oh, tied again. Interesting. If you look toward CA right side, not CA right side, but BA right side on fishbowl tents, someone just got killed. Okay, I think this retreating plan has not really worked all that well in GMB's favor. What all that's really happened is that they've gone 2 kills and rifles have gone 3. So it doesn't really help them out. I think that rifles are now in the lead due to this. And another GMB recruit got killed. I believe what Plane Fighter 7 GMB corporal said would really explain GMB's thoughts here as a whole. I believe a lot of GMB people are surprised that rifles have done this well so far. I think a lot of them realize that rifles are a very good regiment and are a regiment to be respected, and so on and so forth. But I don't think they would really believe this would happen to the point where rifles would consistently lead in points. So I don't really know what to say. I'm just really curious as to how this is going to go out, and I wish I could use time travel a couple hours in the future to see how this turns out, because I really can't speak for another hour like I did before. Right. BRB again? Alright, I'm going to be talking to you spectators from here on out. Yeah, I'm going to be talking to you spectators from here on out, since there's really nothing much to talk about at this position. If you look to CA left side, I don't know if you can see that on the screen, but GMB are advancing past CA left side river. Interesting. I wish that Keishi was able to be here. Wait, can I do this? I think I can do this. So, in case you can see my screen. Maybe. Yeah, I go. You can... So. Now, you can see, GMB moving up here on, moving up here on, CA right side, BA left side. And if we'll look over to, BA, then, they've retreated on CA, BA left side. They're retreating back into the position. GMB's moving across the river entirely here. And rifles going back to their regular position. I think this is going to be more of the same, really. So I'm just curious. Who do you think is going to win? Why do you think they're going to win? And how much are they going to win by? Really, I'm just going to go and ask these questions now, because I think I really don't have much to talk about in this position. Of course, GMB are holding the ridges, I would say, ridges at the A side of river again. Although rifles, if you'll see to the left of the screen, are holding behind pretty decent cover. I think it would be a mistake of GMB to retreat again. And I think they understand that too, so I believe that what they're going to do is that they're going to advance toward left side, or toward BA spawn. If we will then go look over to what's going on here on the right side of the map, we can see that GMB hold this little area, this little pivot down here, and Rifles also have two men, one Cool Antonio and one Omen Guard, holding this little rock here on BA left side. But I think Cool Antonio is also looking over a bit to middle, try to get some cross shots, I guess. And I think Cool Antonio might be able to get a couple cross shots. As we saw, someone who's died, I think a GMB sergeant by the name of Pin Pineapple. If you look here over at GMB middle, they're not exactly in the open, but there's this little spot here, which I'm gonna look at right now. This spot right here can get you killed if you're going against a rifle regiment, because rifles can shoot from there, all the way from here or there, and especially here. Go back. Sorry for the brief interruption there. You'll see over here that GMB have now taken control past the little tents here at the middle, really, of this little island area. That is, of course, on CA left side. CA right side still remains dormant. So let's see how Rifles deal with this. You can see to the right of the screen, the GMB holding that little ridge area. And you'll see to the left of the screen, Rifles. I don't know if you can see that. I'll go in a bit closer to make sure that you can see it. Okay, Shivan. You can view yourself now, Kishi. So, yeah, do view me, Kishi, basically. Well, I can just do it for you. Oh no, you did. Not a lot of stuff has really happened, Keishi, since you were gone. GMB retreated past the river. They died, then they pushed back, and now they're in this position on CA left side. Now this is a good position to hold, but only for a couple seconds. And especially against a rifle regiment isn't all that great. What I believe is gonna happen is that GMB are gonna push, and they're gonna be able to get some kills. But Keishi, do you think you're gonna force GMB to retreat if they push too far? Just curious, would you? Or will you Okay, make that then understood. If they push too far into tents or BA spawn, sorry. If they push too far into BA spawn, past the actual spawn itself, then GMB will be forced to retreat. Now, this is an interesting position, really. Rifles are still winning. Not by much. Not by much, of course. Oh, you should probably check that PM. Okay. But they're not winning by much, but they're winning. And I think that's a bit of a shock for most GMB recruits. Not GMB recruits exactly, but most GMB personnel. That they can't destroy, that's fun. But they can't, win against rifles like decisively. I think that's a bit of a morale downer for GMB. Although I do think they're still going to win because you look at the position GMB is in and look at the position Rifles is in. Rifles still need to go to both regiments still have to go to 75, so this is going to be around 2 times longer than if a musket regiment versus musket regiment were in this position. But Rifles still hold with 5. You saw the moment that GMB got a kill, Rifles got a kill themselves. Now let's see however our Rifles going to get a kill now. Make it 27-32. Make it a 5+. 5 positive? I don't think so. Nope. They got the extra kill, but a bit too late, I would say. An interesting position GMB find themselves in. Not even mentioning what position Rifles is in. Now let's look at where most Rifles are dying. I think the majority of Rifles are dying directly at spawn when they spawn in, since that is the most open area, and it has the, longest sightline to actual GMB enlistments who can get kills. For example, if you look at middle here, Def plays 108, 103, sorry, is holding directly at the BA team fences. He can shoot directly into BA team spawn. So, Rifles find themselves in a very, very interesting position here. Very delicate position. They are leading in numbers. However, how long that will stay the same, I don't know. I don't know. Very delicate situation they find themselves in. Damned if they do, damned if they don't. Yeah. Why was I pinged? Bro, why was I pinged? Please explain. I don't want to play target disease. Right, so back. Now, it's pretty solidly at 29-32. I don't think any side is going to get any kills or deaths for a bit. If we look at the best KDR of Rifles, we see the Maze Man with a 6 KDR, 6-1, positive by 5. 30-32 for in GMB favor. And if we look at the best KDR of GMB, it's the Noob Master G, 9-on-1, 174 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if that was an ult, but that's just speculation, I guess. I don't know what GMB are gonna do here. If they think dumb, I think what they might do is that they might retreat back up to the landmarks, which, as proved before, that isn't a smart idea because it allows Rifles to, the rifle regiment, Rifles the regiment, not the weapon. It allows Rifles to go for long shots, which is where Rifles exceed over GMB because, Rifles have more experience with the actual weapon itself. But I think GMB might, tell themselves, oh, we can't, you stay here. When they can by all means stay there. And they might just retreat back up to the landmarks. Now, retreating back to the, not ridges exactly, but to the bridge area, that little area, that doesn't really have a name, that would be justifiable. But I don't know. GMB find themselves in a very peculiar situation, since if they move out of cover, then they're dead, like just like that. Same thing for Rifles. If they move out of cover, dead. Rifles aren't going to be able to force a decisive battle. They're just going to be able to chip away at the GMB morale, basically, by doing long shots. They aren't going to be able to do a full-on attack, but they're going to try to instead chip away at the enemy. And I wouldn't say it's a tactic of attrition. It's not the Fabian strategy, because the Fabian strategy includes that when you have shipped the enemy out and you have made them go through attrition, then you would attack. But I don't think Rifles are going to attack here in any situation. They're just going to continue on chipping on, chipping on GMB's morale and folks, their troops, which is a bit of a flawed mindset because you can't do that for the rest of the game. GMB are eventually gonna realize that they're just gonna win and they should push anyways and then go back. So I don't know. I don't think Rifles are gonna win here, but they show basic stratagem of what they're doing. They understand if they push, they're dead. But they don't really understand that their tactic won't work. Really, I think. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, isn't it? I'm really curious as to what happened with Nate. I don't know. Yeah. 31, 33, same, it's been the same score for a bit now. Let's talk to the audience then. Let's talk to the audience. I don't think we have many, we have 4 viewers right now, which might include myself or Keishi. Who the viewers who are here though? To the viewers who are watching, what are your predictions for the game? Who do you think is gonna win? Why do you think they're gonna win? And so on and so forth. Really. You know, weirdly enough, that's what's gonna kill GMB, them retreating. Keishi, I think you kind of forced GMB to do something that they should not have done. Not really the best of stratagem to retreat in this position. I realize the point of a like ambush, for example, allowing your enemy to attack and then ambushing them all at once as a bit of a scare tactic. And I also realize the good use of expendable front lines, allowing your enemy to push up and then like attack them with your whole entire force. But this isn't a situation really where that's viable. That is not a situation where that's viable, because if rifles were to do that, if they were to retreat and then chip away at the enemy and then wait to the point where the enemy's push is eroded into defeat, well then that would be a smart tactic, seeing that they have so much less numbers. But GMB's only tactic really here should be just throw your men at them, because eventually, no matter what, rivals are going to die. You know, if you throw your men at them. I don't think a lot of people like the idea of just throwing your men at the enemy. But when you outnumber the enemy like 3-1, literally, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. GMB is more than 30, I believe. When you find yourself in that position, when you outnumber the enemy 3-1, then push, attack, surround, encircle, pincer. Them retreating, try to get rifles to push up, will not work. And if it does work, it will not work in their favor. What I think GMB really wants to do here, they want to retreat, allow rifles to push up, and then they want to attack back. But they've done this 2 times in a row now. To the point where if they do it for a 3rd time, then they're dead. Go ahead. I'm not HQ, am I? But if GMB were to push again, rifles would know what they're trying to do. Rifles know that they're not 100 seconds. 100 seconds. That's way too little, bro. That's less than 2 minutes. Bro, like, make it 10 minutes at least, bro. Like, chill. I'm telling you, 100 seconds is not good. If I did it, like, only 100... I'm telling you, man, having at least 5 minutes, at least like 10 minutes, bro. I'm just saying. 1 minute? I mean, I fucking tell you, because of this damn timer, rifles are gonna win. GMB are gonna push now due to this timer, and they're gonna push very recklessly. So I think rifles might actually have a, way to win this, and I'm not against that. I like the idea of rifles winning, the whole entire David versus Goliath thing, but it's unfair. Like a 100-second raid timer. I'm telling you, Koshi, you should probably make it a bit longer when you have the time to do so, because when that timer reaches 0, okay. I'm telling you, not the greatest idea. Five seconds left. And GMB wins. No, GMB wins, but I think a lot of GMB realized that this was not the number that they wanted. They did not want to win by 1 point. They didn't want to do that. And I think Rifles didn't like that they couldn't play till 75. I think both sides really here were a bit disappointed with the raid timer. No one leave the game. Yeah, incredibly close game. It was incredibly close. But yeah. I found that raid time a bit disappointing because I don't know. I get it. It's come on. GMB won by 1 point, taking the point away from Rifles. What's the next match, Keishi, by the way? Next match? Righto. Make lines pretty. Do it very prettily. Do it. Do the funny, pretty lines. Do it very coolly and prettily. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Right. Good game, guys. Good game. We have, if I can go check now. We have the raid in between. We have the raid against 7th and 3rd now. Lovely. Let's hope them the best for the raid. Put your bets down in chat. Who do you think is going to win 7th and 3rd Artillery in the next raid? Funny video games. Do it very funnily too. You are all dismissed once your